Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among rolling hills and lush greenery, there lived a girl named Sarah. Sarah was known throughout the village for her laziness. While other girls her age spent their days helping their families with chores or exploring the countryside, Sarah preferred to lounge around and do as little as possible. Sarah's parents, who worked hard to make ends meet, often scolded her for her laziness, but nothing seemed to motivate her to change her ways. She would ignore their pleas to help out around the house and would spend her days daydreaming under the shade of the old oak tree in their backyard. One sunny morning, as Sarah lay in the grass, watching the clouds drift by, she heard a commotion coming from the village square. Curious, she lazily got up and wandered over to see what was happening. To her surprise, a traveling circus had arrived in town, complete with acrobats, jugglers, and a colorful tent filled with wonders. Sarah's eyes lit up with excitement as she watched the performers dazzle the crowd with their tricks and stunts. She was particularly captivated by a graceful dancer who twirled effortlessly across the stage. As the show came to an end, Sarah approached the dancer and asked her how she learned to move so beautifully. The dancer smiled and told Sarah about the years of hard work and dedication it took to master her craft. She explained that while talent was important, it was perseverance and practice that truly made a great dancer. Inspired by the dancer's words, Sarah decided that she wanted to learn how to dance too. She begged her parents to enroll her in dance classes, promising that she would finally put in the effort to excel. Reluctantly, her parents agreed, hoping that this newfound interest would finally motivate their daughter to be more productive. At first, Sarah struggled with the rigorous training and discipline required to become a dancer. She would often complain and make excuses to skip practice, preferring instead to laze around at home. But with encouragement from her teacher and the memory of the graceful dancer from the circus, Sarah slowly began to improve. As weeks turned into months, Sarah's dedication to her dancing grew. She practiced tirelessly, pushing herself to master each new step and routine. Her once sluggish movements became fluid and graceful, and soon she was performing in recitals and competitions, much to the amazement of her family and friends. But as Sarah's passion for dancing flourished, her old habits of laziness began to resurface. She started neglecting her chores again, skipping rehearsals to nap in the sun, and procrastinating on her schoolwork. Her parents, who had hoped that dance would teach Sarah the value of hard work, grew increasingly frustrated with her behavior. Determined to make things right, Sarah apologized to her teacher and promised to redouble her efforts. She threw herself into her dancing with renewed vigor, using it as a reminder to stay focused and disciplined in all aspects of her life. Over time, Sarah's hard work paid off. She became a star dancer in the village, beloved by all for her talent and dedication. Her parents, proud of the transformation their daughter had undergone, watched her performances with